post that makes them take action. So when we did the hangout on there with Whitney Marcellus, like from the Houston Texans, we asked fans. We said, if you want to be a part of this video conference with Whitney Marcellus, comment on this post. So we got about 36 comments just for saying that. So that's a good way to create engagement around your community and around your brand. All right. And let's see, ask your community what circles they would like to be in. We talked about circles earlier. Do y'all have any ideas of what type of circles y'all would like to create for your departments? Does anybody want to say anything?
I have some circles. I have students.
Okay.
Some that are faculty. I have some that are other colleges, universities.
Okay. Perfect, perfect. So that's a good example. So let's say if you create your Google Plus account. Sorry. Let's say if you create your Google Plus account, you can always tell people what circles you have. So a lot of organizations are saying, I have a marketing circle, I have a student circle, I have a sponsorship circle. Let me know what circle you want to be in so I can give you that information. So me personally, I have a circle for just marketing professionals where I only post blogs about marketing. So once I post it on my profile, people can message me and say, hey, I want to be part of your marketing circle so I can get all the marketing information that you have to offer. So you can easily do that. So circles are private unless you want to tell people what circles you have. So understandable? Definitely. All right. Let's see. All right. Update your personal profile. We recommend that everybody that you work with or your organization needs to be on board with anything that y'all try to push through. Because if everyone's on board, it'll make your overall online presence better. So everyone should have like a Google Plus page or like an up-to-date one. So whenever you have that brand page, they can easily share your page with others. Because at the moment right now, if you create a brand page for your department or your business, you're not able to automatically follow people on Google Plus, but people can follow you. So since that's the case, you want to make sure other people in your organization have Google Plus accounts so they can share your Google Plus page with others, so everyone can join. Posting it to your other sites like LinkedIn, Facebook. Anybody use LinkedIn? Yeah, LinkedIn is really good. Facebook, all you have to do is copy and paste the link, and people are going to be able to actually come to your page and +1 your page and join your circles. All right. So this is a way you can market even your personal brand or your business. Anybody, have y'all heard of search engine optimization? So yeah, search optimization, that's actually the method of increasing your rankings on Google. So I'm not gonna go into like too much detail about it, but these are like some basic steps that y'all can use right now in any other social media site that y'all have as well. So say for instance, when you add photos on your social media networks in Google Plus, you can make sure you put a name for your images. Instead of just putting picture.img, why not put the name of the organization or your name in those images? So what that does is that increases your rankings in the Google image search. So I'm sure y'all searched images on Google, right? So those pictures that come up, the reason why they're up there is because they have those keywords in that image file. So, and you can utilize this for your Google Plus account. It's going to increase your rankings for your website or your page. And that's really, you can do that today. You can do that today once you create your Google Plus account. All right. Using effective keywords. So let's say you do your About Me section on your website or your Google Plus page. If you have bold text, if you have bold text or italics, that's looked at as more value to with Google as far as like rankings. So if I want to be ranked high for my name, Nimi Cheetham-West, marketing, I'm going to put that in bold text on my profile. I'm going to go into all this. I'm going to go into more detail in a few minutes, and y'all can see my profile. And that's ranked higher. That holds more weight in Google as far as like keywords and ranking high. All right. Adding recommended links on your profiles. So with Google Plus, you're able to add links to your other social networks. So you're able to add links to Facebook, add links to LinkedIn, add links to Twitter, or any type of blog you're a part of. And once you add that link, we give you the option to type in words over that link. So that meaning once you once you type in your link, your www.linkedin.com/NimiCheetham-West, you don't have to have that written down on your profile. You can just put Nimi on LinkedIn or Ashley on LinkedIn on top of your link. So what that does is that easily helps your Google rankings for those keywords. So let's go ahead and go into a few examples real quick right after this slide. All right, this is the Google Plus. This is a Google Plus badge actually. So if you have a site, you can put this badge on your website next to like your other buttons. And what this does is you're automatically able to. People that come to your site are automatically able to add your page to their circles. You know, another way to increase your rankings. And some people say, well, I'm not using Google Plus because my target audience isn't on there yet. Well, what we tell people is you need to be there on there right now, and build your following. So when everyone else gets on Google Plus, you already have your Google Plus page, and people have already started following you, like through having this button on your site as well. So, I mean, right now Google Plus has about 175 million users, and we started off last June. So that's the fastest growing social network. So definitely try to get on board as soon as possible and get this button installed. And I can send y'all links to all this right here, as far as like how to install this as well afterwards. But right now, let's go to some of the features that we talked about. All right, so let's go along real quick. My page. Are y'all excited? All right, this is my profile. So this is how the Google Plus interface looks. All right, you got your profile pictures right here, got your main picture right here, and let's go to the about section. All right, so this you got the tagline right here. So you want to make sure that you use this tagline effectively, because these words right here are going to affect like how you rank for your specific department or your brand. All right. You're able to put links in here. So you can put links to your other sites. All right. And just like I mentioned earlier, having bold text really helps your rankings. So marketing strategy, mobile SEO, Google Plus. So all these bolded keywords tells Google that, hey, I want you to pay attention to these words more than these social network marketing. So easy way to utilize that. All right. So also there's, like I mentioned earlier about the links. So you're able to add links right here, and see I put Mimi on LinkedIn. So instead of just putting LinkedIn, I put Mimi on LinkedIn. So what that does is that tells Google that I want to rank high for the word Mimi in the Google searches. You know, instead of just putting LinkedIn there. Really easy. So if you have a business or organization, let's say you have a local athletic store in Houston, so why not put athletic store in Houston on LinkedIn or athletic store on Facebook? That's going to help your Google rankings as far as like the Google search. All right, you're able to put in different links. Like if you have blog posts, you can put blogs right here. Easy way to do that. All right, you want to make sure your section is full as possible. Your About Me section is full as possible. That gives them information about your product or brand. All right. Let's go to circles. All right. So this circles. Have my friend circle, my family circle, following business contacts. So circles are really easy to create and edit. So I got Google coworkers right here. So let's go to my friend circle. All right, so here's all my people in my friend circle. So let's say if I wanted to add Sade or Chris Day to another one of my circles. All I have to do is click and then drag. Okay, if I want to add them to business content. So really simple. All I got to do is click and drag. So if I want to create another one, let's see, just create circle, and then it'll ask you for your title, name of the circle, and you can add a description as well. And it's important to note that once you create a circle, you're able to share these circles. So let's say if you're in your department, you have 20 people in your department, and you create a circle specifically for them. And a new employee or intern comes into the department and they're using Google Plus. You can easily share this circle. You can easily share the circle. So let's see, share circle. All right, so yeah. So you can share the circle with someone else. That makes it way easier so they don't have to go looking for each individual person in your organization. All right, so let's go to, everybody understand circles? The benefits? Definitely. All right, profile. All right, so let's go to Google, let's check out the Hangout feature. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and start a Hangout. So Jessica, you want to go ahead and see if you want to get on?
Should I launch it and add you?
Yeah.
I feel like to go outside now.
Okay. All right. So these are all the people. These are all the people that are on there. Some of these people are on. If they have a green dot, usually that means that they're online and they're available to chat if I wanted to chat with them. Let's see. And let's say if you wanted to do a hangout, if you want to do a hangout on air, all you would do is click on this button right here. You click on this button right here, and everything's going to be recorded. It's going to start recording, and it's going to broadcast to YouTube if you want to do that. I mean, there's so many ways you can use Hangouts on air. Like some people, what they do is they hold how-to sessions. So in Atlanta, we had like a group of guitarists. They held a hangout and they decided to teach guitar lessons. So up to 10 people got on the hangout and he was teaching everyone. And he recorded it so other guitarists can see as well. So really beneficial ways to use it. Let's see if she invited me. Let's see. All right, there we go. So this is how it looks when I get invited to a hangout. I'll just click this button right here, and then Jessica Brand invites you to hang out. All right. Everybody needs to say hi? Or I don't think. I have to turn the. Let's see. There we go. That's better. There we go. So everybody's able to see it at once. I guess the internet's kind of slow actually because we're not able to. She's not moving. She is not moving.
At least she looks happy.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah. But this is how it looks. Usually, so whoever's talking, they're going to be like on the larger screen. And if you start the hangout, you have the ability to mute people. So I go over. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, you have the ability. So let's say if somebody's on your conference and you don't really want them to stop talking. You know, they're being too loud or whatever the reason. You guys easy go over and then press the mute button. So really easy way to do that. All right, so let's go to, you also have the chat. So while you're on the Google Hangout, you're able to do some chatting. So really beneficial. Let's go to Google Effects. Let's see how this looks. Google Effects. Yeah, I'm guessing that it's the internet probably. All right, let's see what we got here. This works. So these are. You all right?
Oh my God.
Okay, yeah. There we go. I'm not sure if she can hear it just because. But yeah, there's so many different features. Let's go to another one.
Put on a mustache.
Mustache. All right. Got the hat right here. There we go. And then it moves around. I don't know how this is done, but it moves around with your face. Let's see. I like this guy. There we go. So adding different ones.
Can you only do that to yourself, or can you decorate someone else who's in your chat?
You can do it to yourself.
Only to yourself?
Yes.
So you couldn't be rude to a coworker.
No, you can't be rude to a coworker. For now, I'm sure it'll. Yeah, I guess she.
She left. She stopped hanging out.
Yeah, so I guess I don't know. Maybe it's the internet. But you can also use. Let's see here. Let me take this out. Where'd it go? There we go.
Maybe should I try again?
Yeah, you can try again.
Okay. My internet died.
Oh, okay. That's probably why. Alright. I mean, if you don't have the internet, I mean, it's okay. It's cool. Invite someone. YouTube. So screen share. So I'm able to, let's see. So now, let's see if I yeah, so screen share feature. So now everyone that's part of this Hangout is able to see my screen. So really cool feature, and it's really clear too. As long as you have good internet, it's going to be really effective as far as like teaching or holding any type of webinar or any type of thing online. You know, one school, one of our teams, they're trying to get a professor to have like office hours through the Google Hangouts feature. So every week, yeah. Did you invite? I think let's see if she invited you. But yeah, so one school, what they're doing is they're having like a professor have office hours. So every Thursday, 2 to 3 or 2 to 4, students are able to come on this Hangout and ask them questions about the class. So you can see how that can be really beneficial. Instead of having everyone like meet up or drive to, yeah, you got you back on. Definitely. There we go. So, are you able to see us?
Yeah, I can see everybody. Hi, everybody.
Okay, perfect. So definitely, yeah. So this is that's the Hangout feature. So chat, we got the chat, and then we got the screen share. So let me do the screen share with Jessica.
All right, I see the site lab screen.
You see it? Okay. Perfect. So yeah, so really easy to navigate. And it's pretty, like, compared to other screen shares, this is probably like the fastest one I've seen. Because it's pretty real time. You know, so okay, right here, we're able to mute, block anyone on it. So you can also do Google Docs. And like I mentioned earlier, you're able to edit Google Docs as well. Taking a little, what is it in the back? Looks like it's taking a while. So yeah, you can go to all the documents that I'm working on. You can click on it. You can actually edit documents while you're on the Hangout, and that's really beneficial. Like for us, instead of like tossing documents back and forth. All right. You can even watch YouTube videos with this feature. So let's see if we can watch YouTube. Here now, let's see. Allow access. Let's see. All right. So Jessica should be able to see this YouTube box right here. And even internally, when we want to share videos with each other, we utilize the YouTube feature, you know, so everyone can see at the same time. So all these features are really beneficial. Any questions so far? on Hangouts?
Yeah, so with regard to this YouTube feature in the Hangout,